All right, so right before we came on tonight, we was talking about targeting in the Alabama. In the Alabama, what that Texas game? That's what they play, or Georgia Texas?
Yeah.
Georgia Texas game. Now what? Let's start with Tony. What do you consider targeting? And we'll go around the board.
So, Coach gonna have a lot more insight on me, but as a fan, I've always thought targeting was you basically leave your feet to go take out a player. You basically put your body in harm's way to go take a player out. That's what I thought targeting was. Evidently, if you lower your head and the player run into you, that's targeting. According to the referees last night, Georgia had two players to fall victim to that. The second guy, he even his head even went to the side, and they still call it a targeting. And I basically want to just say, and like we were just talking a minute ago, it seemed like Texas and the referees were doing everything they could to prevent Georgia from winning the game. It just felt that way. That was my perspective of it.
Targeting is supposed to be leading with the crown of your helmet. Everybody know what the crown is. That's the part on the top of the head. As the game goes on, now all of a sudden they're saying you don't have to lead with it's forcible contact to the person's shoulder and head area. I'm still trying to figure out this guy, the second guy that got ejected. He actually hit him with his shoulder. So his helmet never really touched, say, the guy's helmet. And then myself, they got to stop allowing the fans and stuff to get their official to say, look back at that and see if it was targeting. If y'all on the field and y'all right on top of it, if y'all don't see it, then we need to go on. And a lot of time what happens when a person get hit and they lay on the ground, it's almost like they train to lay there, and then now you got the people up top looking, and then this thing
tell the players to get down, lay down.
Yeah, and then this thing with if you do it in the second half, you got to miss the whole first half of a game, stuff like that. I think they need to change that rule to if you get targeted, then you just need to be ejected for that game, and it shouldn't affect the next game. You see what I'm saying? It don't make a whole lot of sense because
that's targeting second degree where they have to miss the.
No, they automatic miss the parts of the next game when they target. If you kicked out, you automatically miss parts of the game.
Isn't it reviewed?
No, they do review it at the time it happens.
Yeah,
and once they determine that you've targeted, you're missing the rest. You're disqualified of that game and the first quarter or first half of the game.
Yeah, so it's the first quarter of the game, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna we talking about the target, but what I want to talk about is how the officials called it pass interference, and because Texas fans threw all the bottles and stuff on the field.
Oh yeah,
they're gonna pick the flag up and say. Yeah, they said it wasn't a pass interference. Well, when it actually was.
Yeah. It was pass interference.
If you look at
he came up, could not break his route to come and get the ball. Come back and get the ball. And so how was it not a pass interference? The guy grabbed him. Even though it was a light grab, you still grabbed this guy. I wanted Texas to lose. I'm sorry. I did. Yeah. I don't want Texas in the SEC. So my thing was, and you saw they brought Manning in. They people thought they brought Manning in to motivate yours or to replace yours. No, they had to do something because that defense was eating anybody back there alive. Georgia defense was eating them boys alive. I hadn't seen nothing like that in a long time, bro. I mean,
my opinion on why they brought Manning in was they had to show something of why they paying them all this NIL money. You see what I'm saying? You getting all this NIL money to sit the bench. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. I'm not gonna say that now.
because
he is a much. I used to think Quentin Ewers was a number one quarterback, number one pick.
Yeah.
You know, up there. After seeing last night being under pressure, he can't. He can't be number one. Yeah, he laid around. He don't have it. And was Manning gonna do anything special to help them? No, because he don't have the experience. Yeah, he don't have. Nope. The offensive line couldn't do nothing with that defense, so it didn't matter. You could have had like somebody said last night. You could have had Peyton Manning back there. Boy, them boys was eating last night, bro.
Oh yeah,
yeah, they was eating that. They was eating them up last night.
I found the play, and let's look at it. Let's look at the play together.
What play?
From the pass interference. Here we go.
To get the football back, brings some pressure against Beck, who stands and delivers on the sideline. It's intercepted. Picked up by Barron. Cuts back. Jahdae Barron still alive. Dragged down to the 9. There is a flag on.
That's pass interference all day long.
Top of the round.
Yeah, it is.
Offensive.
Number 7.
It is.
Because the fans threw all that stuff on the field.
The fans were acting up, and they said, we they didn't want to have. They didn't want to have, they didn't want to have them storm the field.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Then they gonna pick the flag. Who does that? Y'all a bunch of cowards.
Cowards.
Cowards. Cowards.
Now they probably told him, "Hey, y'all ain't gonna get y'all check. Y'all done mess up that call now." So
yeah, they were just great game though. Great game.
Oh
great game. It was boring because Georgia was blowing them out in the water the first half, but the Texas defense was playing well. I'm not going to take nothing. You can't take nothing from Texas defense because what they picked Beck 3 times.
Yeah.
Again, and then you got the sports writer at the beginning of the season. Oh, Beck is going to be a Heisman Trophy winner. Hell no. Beck is no better than anybody else.
That's right.
Yeah, Beck is no better than anybody else, but that defense last night was good enough to win them that game. That's what I like. Great game.
Well, since we talking about college, we got to talk about the local teams. First, let's start with Clemson. Clemson had a game. A lot of people saw that game as a pushover because of who they was playing. But in true fashion, Clemson is now 6-1. They haven't lost since they lost to Georgia game 1, the first game. They're currently number 8 or 9,
which is a travesty
in the poll.
Is a travesty.
Well, we've been a couple of months ago. We talked about these polls with the NCAA. I think they're biased. I think they're school bias.
Always have been.
If Alabama wouldn't have 2 losses, I think they would have still been in the top 10.
Man, you got to figure too. Alabama with 2 losses, if they don't lose no more, they're gonna figure out a way to get them back in that 12.
Oh, they're gonna get them in. Yeah.
With that loss, they only dropped them to 15.
That's what I'm saying.
So next week they win.
Okay, so
12.
So do they deserve to be at 15? Yes, because they did lose to a top 10 ranked Tennessee team. Tennessee ain't that good, but they were ranked in the top 10, so you did lose to a top 10 school. But when they lost to Vanderbilt a couple of weeks ago, they should have been dropped out of the top 10.
Well, let's talk about this. If Carolina would have,
but you jumping though. You jumping, Demon. Let's go back to Clemson. We talk about local schools now. We already gave before we started. We gave our assessment on it. And what did we say? Clemson is going to benefit from what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to benefit. They're going to eat.
They weren't privileged.
Clemson don't have another real game until they meet Miami in the title game. They ain't got nobody.
And if Miami play like they've been playing, barely get by, the Clemson gonna beat them too.
Clemson will win the ACC and get a top ranking in the playoff.
So
Clemson might get themselves a bye.
Yep.
I'm saying, you think they can make the top 4? So you know
Yes.
the top 4 get by.
Yeah.
Do you see the points Clemson putting up? It's just not that they beating these guys. Clemson is destroying everybody in front of them. Destroyed. It's like they have no challenge because they destroying everybody. Them boys putting up 50 points a game or something like that. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Klubnik has really, go ahead.
And then the good part about it, they lost the first game of the year. So now all you got to do is just maintain, and like my man say, keep scoring a lot of points like they're doing. And then next thing you know, you'll see them pop up in the top 4.
That's right.
Well,
And it's not Clemson is not going to be like that Florida State situation.
Oh no,
They're not going to let that happen again, ever.
you think so?
but I feel bad for like my brother. I know he's a big Florida State fan, but I feel bad for Florida State when that happened because you had jokers in that bowl game that were actually because they couldn't play for the national championship. They just quit.
Yeah.
And I don't care how good a team you had, if that many starters on both sides just walk away,
Yeah.
you know, you're not going to do that. And when they walked away from you, guess what? That means they wasn't coming back to the team this year.
That's
So
right.
They wasn't committed.
that's why they're looking like they're looking now.
Yeah,
You know, we give Florida State high rank because of the name on the jersey.
Right.
But when you lose that many ball players, your name on the jersey can't get you through.
And get you through. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Especially when you losing non-conference, non-power 5 colleges. You can't go nowhere. It's the worst I've ever seen Florida State look. It's a travesty to see them, you know, even at their worst. This is the worst I've ever seen them.
yeah, it's like they're just trying to get through now because their season is basically over with.
Well, their season was over with. I mean, they didn't have it at the beginning of the season when they lost to Georgia Tech. They didn't play with fire.
Nope.
Yeah, they didn't play with fire. So I mean, it's a wrap for them. Yeah, coaches, the college is gonna have to take that back to the drawing board and try to fix that.
Yeah.
Well, the bad thing is their schedule's already out for next season. They already
Hey,
got
Sky Roger.
Yo.
I'm going to ask you a question. When you talked about earlier, I heard you say something about Power 5 conference. To me, I don't see where a 5th conference is the Power 5. I mean, they had to give it that, but what's your Power 5? What's your 5th out of the 5? Because now I'm looking at SEC, ACC, Big Ten, and who else?
You got a Big 12.
I know you got the Big 12, and I know you got the Pac-10, but
no, there is.
But
no
they don't have the
Pac-10
Pac-10 anymore.
It's only Power 4.
Yeah,
It's only 4 now.
Well, really and truly ain't but 3.
But they got a couple of mid-American teams.
Man, but those are I'm just saying they trying to put stuff in there, but what I'm trying to say is if you really honestly call it, I don't know why they even call it a Power 5. Because you really don't have a 3 conference that's got legit power.
That's just like they call them the Pac-12, still the Pac-12, and ain't nothing but the Pac-2. And next year it'll be the Pac-6. It'll be the Pac-12, but they only gonna have 16.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's crazy. It's like once they got a name out there, they don't want to redo the name, rebrand the name. They just say, okay, we still doing conference Pac-5. I mean, top
Power
5,
five.
whatever. Yeah, Power 5. It's It's all about marketing. It's marketing.
No, it's not just marketing. It's about marketing, but it's about money. It's about how do you compete? Tennessee got 102 fans showing, 102,005 fans showing up versus Appalachian State. They probably got 20,000 fans showing up. And you can't compete with that, man. That's big money. That's big money. That's why they those big colleges, Even Carolina. Carolina is not a football tradition school, but you look at how many fans they bring in that stand, how many committed fans they have. What is that? What does the stadium hold? 80?
80. I want to say 80, about 83, 84 now. Because they built on it.
Yeah, so that place full all the time, winning or losing. Carolina stay full, dedicated. That's a lot of money, y'all.
I'm not counting 100,000 outside.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. You can't. So you can't put these other colleges in the same breath of Clemson, Carolina, USC, Notre Dame. So they just don't compete because the fan base is who's bringing the money to the schools and to the market, and everybody's getting their share. I've never heard what college football market share was. Like, I know the NFL is something like $7 billion. Yep. No, it's more than that. Wasn't it like $12 billion a year or something? NFL.
Well, if they don't sell a ticket for the stands, not one ticket for all the game in the NFL, they still make enough money off the TV right to pay everybody contract and don't have to put nobody in the stands.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. COVID proved that.
Yeah.
Proved that when they wasn't having no fans at the game.
Hey, coach. Hey, coach. Coach, what's your name again? Tony?
Tony, yeah.
Tony, are you a Gamecock fan or are you a Clemson fan?
I'm a Gamecock fan.
Well, let me ask you a question. Now, I've been recruited by Carolina. I've been recruited by Clemson. When did we start having this many people being Carolina fans?
Well, so how long you been living in you've been in Columbia area all your life, right?
Yes, sir.
And in your entire life, and in your entire life, if you ever look at a Carolina stadium, it's always been full.
I know. I ain't talking about that.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the outside activity.
Oh, shoot.
Because I used to go, like I said, I was recruited now.
Yeah.
It's like magic.
No, it ain't. It's skyrocketed. It ain't like it been now.
It ain't like it been like that. No, because again, it's like the whole college football atmosphere, tailgating, and the what they've done around the stadium. You got to admit, Carolina has stepped up their game.
That's
since
what
the
I'm
90s.
saying. They stepped it up.
Yeah, they stepped their game up. They took that money. Carolina took that money that when Steve Spurrier, Lou Holtz and Steve Spurrier, I don't know if they had a lot to do with it. Or is coincidental. I don't believe in coincidence like that. But when Lou Holtz and Steve Spurrier got in here, it's like the whole attitude of the Gamecocks changed. I mean, baseball, football, basketball. Well, not the men's basketball.
Because you know why? I'm gonna tell you why, and I'm not a racist guy, but those particular coaches allow the black athletes to be athletes.
Yeah,
at the quarterback position.
You've been here all your life, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's and I have people who watch this, watch me on here, and everybody that knows me know in my heart, I deplore racism, and I believe we all are the same. But let's be facts. Let's be factual, because I got some friends who think it don't exist when the shit do exist. You and I, and maybe Demon done forgot, but you and I know. Why did they quit having the Mid South Carolina Gamecock? Why did they quit? You know why they quit? Because a black girl won.
That's right.
Carolina has always been, when we were coming up young in the 80s, early 90s, it was racist.
Yep.
It was very racist.
Get a black quarterback.
Very racist. I'd look Todd. What's his name?
Ellis.
Todd Ellis. I'll look him in his face and dare him to tell me that Carolina. I'll look that motherfucker in his face and dare him to tell me there's never been a racism problem at Carolina. Use a damn lie.
Yep.
It was a problem. But when, like you said, that's the turning point. It did change.
Mm-hmm.
It's something changed. Like you said, they start letting the athlete be an athlete.
Yeah.
And so the culture has changed. Now, but we got hurt. We got Steve Spurrier hurt us. He did. Let's be honest. He hurt Carolina. Because Steve Spurrier and Lou Holtz instilled a winning attitude in that program, in that football program. And it excited the base.
That's right.
And they are now, and especially Lou Holtz now. How many black quarterbacks did Lou Holtz have?
All of them.
back when they said black quarterbacks were not good quarterbacks.
You can talk about Tony.
Lou Holtz put them on the field, did he not?
That's right. Tony Rice was one of them. Right out of South Carolina, went to Notre Dame.
Yeah. Did he not? Lou Holtz dared to go against what they thought, and he put black quarterbacks on the field.
That's right.
Did Lou Holtz have a white quarterback? I don't remember.
I'm saying he always, to me, it looked like every time he turned around, and he could have had one, but every time I saw Lou Holtz playing,
because Tannehill was his quarterback? Tannehill was who's his coach?
Steve Tannehill.
Who was his coach? White blonde haired guy. Hell, they fired. No, I know the coach. The coach. He wasn't Lou Holtz. He wasn't Lou Holtz. Who was here before they bought Lou Holtz in?
No, not Skip. It was Lou Holtz.
I know you had Sparky Woods.
Sparky Woods. Tannehill was Sparky Woods. Was Sparky? I think Tannehill. Shit, y'all play around. I thought Tannehill was better than Todd Ellis. Now they used to. Now you know back in the day, brother. You know back in the day, Todd Ellis was God here, even though he didn't win.
Yeah.
He was God, and he was our football Jesus when he played for Carolina.
Yep.
And I'm not saying he's a bad fellow. I think Todd Ellis is a great guy. I really do. I mean, he is a guy, but he did play at Carolina during a time when Carolina themselves were very racist. Yeah, but I'm glad that we have changed. And I'm a Carolina fan because I have family members who went there. I myself did not go to graduate from there, go there, but I have family members to go there, and that's what made me a Carolina fan. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna tell you like this. And Skyro, you said next point. People say I'm crazy, but I cheer for Carolina and Clemson. I do, and then when they play, I don't cheer for either one.
Oh, no, man, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy. You got to go for one.
I can't go for because I'm from the state. I'm down the middle, so I just hate when they play them both at 12 o'clock or they play them both at 7 o'clock. I can't watch one or the other. You know what I'm saying? So I try to flip back.
You went to South Carolina State?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey. Okay.
I don't want. I don't want to talk about South. To go political here. After working at South Carolina State on some projects for them, it is tragic. Is South Carolina State considered to be HBCU?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a damn tragedy that they consider to be a HBCU and don't have better facilities than they do.
Well,
because
when you got a president time and time again stealing money and not putting it in the right places, that kind of stuff happens.
How could you work and not have checks and balances in place? How can you do that?
Because they're HBCU.
Because the good old system.
No,
good
they
old-
are state. They
state
are a
college first.
state-ran college first. Before you consider them a HBCU, they are a state-ran college, ran with our tax dollars.
Okay, let me.
So you can't just say, you can't put it at, yeah, HBCUs are traditionally not of the best caliber, but that's a state-ran college.
Yep.
It's not a traditional HBCU.
Mhm.
And you go to the facility, y'all, it's tragic there.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
tragic.
The
It's tragic there.
locker room looked like a high school locker room.
It's tragic. It's tragic.
But I
Oh,
thought they
oh.
redid their locker room and stuff.
Ew. Man, for
Say
the
again?
long,
I thought they redid their locker room and stuff.
for the longest, the field turf looked horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we've had, you know, like yourself, we had great people to come through that facility, and
Hey,
to
Tony,
me, yeah,
this will set it all off right here, right?
what's that?
Go down to the gymnasium where they play basketball and look up in the ceiling how they don't have.
How they don't have
and you'll
what?
say the ceiling tiles in the gymnasium up top at
Yeah.
South Carolina.
Yeah,
It's
tragic.
horrible.
That's
Yeah.
tragic. That's tragic. That's just like over at Benedict. Demon
Yeah,
will tell
that's
you
what I
about
was
their
gonna
gym.
say.
And Demon will tell you, and it's crazy because Benedict is not cheap to go to.
It's not.
And it's yeah, but you know, they're using any money that they make on administration, and I wouldn't even tell you staff, on administratives. The administrative people eating the money up. And the students aren't getting a good quality facility to go to. I myself wouldn't know.
Let's talk about this. Me and Stacy talked about this earlier today. Yesterday, you had Benedict College play Allen University, and they played the game at Westwood High School. When Benedict got a stadium right there, they can rent out to Allen, but they refuse to do so.
Yeah, that's for life of me. That's kind of bad because you got two black colleges that, and I was on the inside one time listening. Is how the AD at one college can't stand the AD at the other college, and
But
won't allow them to
So you
play
can't
on the
profit.
stadium.
Let me tell you
Yeah.
this. The AD at Allen and AD at Benedict are father son. The
That's
daddy
crazy.
at
I don't know.
Benedict, and the son is at Allen, and both of them in the AD position.
I
And that's
didn't know
crazy.
that. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Oh,
But again,
Lee
a lot of the problems that I see in black education is, I'm sorry to say that, it's very cliquish. It's not good, really. You know, very cliquish. You don't belong to the right set, you're not going to go far. You're not going to get much, and you're not going to go far. Yeah, that's just the truth.
Yep.
Lee Davis said, "How can we get them to do right by our student?" Lee,
You
that's what we're trying
can't.
to figure out.
Well, no, you don't have to try to figure it out. You know what has to be done is what's the college down there that Ed Reed tried to coach at? Bethune, was it Bethune Cookman?
Bethune, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you don't have you got to have people on the inside call them out on their bullshit, and nobody's. Ed Reed, he's a millionaire, so he don't care. He was doing it. His heart had him doing that job. And he called them out on their bullshit. Just like Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders is a multimillionaire. He did it out of his heart, and he called them out on their bullshit. But then you didn't say enough. You didn't. You wanted to take it to the media when you need to take it to the students and show the students that you're not getting what you're paying for. You're not getting what you're paying for. You're not getting the results that you pay for. And so the students, when like they're down in Bethune Cookman, they got changes done because the students The students walked out of class.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's how it should go. That's how it should go. Everybody said, "Oh, I go to Morris." Okay, you go to Morris. What is it like at Morris? What's the facility like? Or y'all just like playing band and that's your achievement? You know, it has to be more than that. It has to be a place of a great education where I could be successful, where I could come out and that the name that I put on this paper means a lot, as if I went to damn Yale or somewhere like that.
That's right.
But we ain't doing that.
But see, we talked about this a couple of months ago, Tony. Is college pimping kids?
Well, we're talking something different now because we're talking about we talking about the conditions of these schools that these people are paying a lot of money for.
But that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, the parents are paying all this money for their kids to go to school, and they're playing.
Parents paying money. These kids going in debt.
And they playing at lackluster. They playing in lackluster facilities.
Well, the facilities are lackluster, and it don't take much. You know, hell, Midland Tech. I worked at Midland Tech, and I'm gonna tell you, our facility is 10 times better than any state at South Carolina State.
Oh yeah.
We got some nice ass facilities. Leadership, guys, that's what it is. And you got to call leadership out on their bullshit. That's what you got to do. That's just like my guys. That's like my guys who, the guys who work with me. They call me out on my bullshit. I ain't always perfect, and they call me out on my bullshit. You got to call people out on the bullshit sometimes to get a better response.
He said the students know, but they're pretty much held hostage. Yeah, because I can agree with that because some of them can't afford to go to other places. So they are.
David, what did you just say? Come on, man. I thought you knew this stuff, bro. They can't afford to go. Bro, you do know Benedict Allen costs more than USC. You do know that, right?
I know that.
What are you talking about? They can't afford to go somewhere. You know, USC is cheaper than Claflin College, don't you? Huh? Yes, it is. It's cheaper than Claflin.
Think of the schools you're naming. Benedict, Allen, and Claflin. Those are private schools.
Benedict, what? They're private schools? Again, yes. You're right. Private schools, and I'm saying the fact is, they should. You can. That's just like this election right here. This election. So many young people out here, they're not gonna vote. It's not affecting them.
They don't care. They don't care.
It's not that they don't care, man. When you don't have a means to buy a house or pay rent, bro, you tend not to give a shit. You tend not to give a shit. But change can't happen if you sit on your ass and do nothing. Change doesn't happen.
No.
So if you want change to happen, it's not for me and you. It's not my fight. It's not my fight. Because I grew up in a time when hell you could work and pay for college. Now you can't do that now. I grew up in a time when minimum wage could afford me. I could pay for an apartment. I had apartment and car payment. I worked my ass off for it. And apartment, car payment, bought groceries, paid my bills. But change, if you want change takes, that's just like what I say, not to be too political. You got so many. Why do we have an immigration problem? These people won't stand up and demand a damn change. Stand up against your oppressors and demand a change. Change can't happen if you don't do anything about it. America is built on people rebelling. Our freedom, the civil rights we have, is because what?
They rebel.
We rebelled.
It is, yeah, it is.
And so we don't have that fight. So we don't have that fight, and they don't have the leadership.
Tony, not only did we rebel, but then we took their colors off their flag and made our own flag with their same colors.
I don't want to change my flag. I love that. As imperfect as this mug is, as imperfect as the United States of America is, and believe me, it is imperfect. Man, I love this place, man. I love it. I love that we have our differences. I love that we can talk with one another. I love it. It gives us something to do. Now, we are supposed to be the more civilized society. And of course, during 2020, we showed how barbaric, our American people showed that we still won't, you got people who want to see this mug burn down. All those people at January 6th, they wanted to see it burn down. There's no damn cheating. These people know damn well it was no damn cheating, but they went and did it anyway because they wanted to burn. How do you get out of trouble? How do you get out of trouble? You get out of trouble by if there's a worse situation. If a cop got you pulled over for giving you a speeding ticket, you know how you get out that speeding ticket.
If somebody else comes speeding past him,
somebody doing something worse than you did. That's how you get changed.
That's the only way, bro. Somebody got to come speeding past him in order for you to get out that ticket.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. So,
So we are 1, 2, 3. So let's say we are a month away. Can we 1, 2, 3? We are 4 weeks away from the election. 4.
No, we not 4 weeks. We less than 3 weeks. No, election on the 5th of November.
Oh, the 5th. We 2 weeks away. 3 weeks away.
Yeah, 3 weeks away from it.
Not this week.
Yeah.
We're 3 weeks away.
Yeah.
And the United States will have another president because we got 2 people running that's not currently the president. So we're going to have a new president. Now the attack ads have increased.
Woo,
I don't know.
Lord, have they not? That is aggravating.
Ads have increased. It's everything. It's gonna be a lot of messiness. Now, say the election don't go a certain person's way.
Call the name. Hey, this ain't YouTube. You ain't got to pretty it up. Say it.
But I am on YouTube. We are live on YouTube.
Okay, but say it. If it don't go who way?
So let's go. If the Green Goblin don't win,
who's the Green Goblin, Demon?
Do you think? Hold on. Do you think it would be another event like January 12th? Do you think they'll have another
January 6th?
January 6th. Do you think it'll be another event like that? Because he already said it's gonna be blood in the streets if you don't win. He said that.
When he said that?
He been said that. He said that.
He said that recently?
Yeah, he said that when he first got the nomination. If he don't win, it's gonna be blood in the street. It's gonna be.
I didn't hear that, Demon. I didn't hear him say.
YouTube, bro. YouTube.
I did not hear him say it would be blood.
He said blood shared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on. I'll show you.
Bring it up, so I can. I'm a person. I want to be facts over feelings now. Hey, Demon, I want to be facts over feelings. So I don't want to sit here and say, "Oh yeah, he just said." I heard him say some crazy shit though. But then I also heard the same lip service BS that the Democrats give all the time when they running. They just give lip service. So do you hate the man? So do you hate the man for speaking his mind?
Hey.
That man said he gonna sick the military on us. That's crazy. You sick the military on me if you want to. I'll go out in a blaze of growers.
Automobile manufacturing business in our country. Think of it. Went to Mexico. China now is building a couple of massive plants where they're going to build the cars in Mexico and they think that they're going to sell those cars into the United States with no tax at the border. Let me tell you something to China. If you're listening, President Xi, and you and I are friends, but he understands the way I deal. Those big monster car manufacturing plants that you're building in Mexico right now, and you think you're going to get that, you're going to not hire Americans, and you're going to sell the cars to us. Now, we're going to put a 100% tariff on every single car that comes across the line, and you're not going to be able to sell those cars. If I get elected, now, if I don't get elected, it's going to be a bloodbath for the whole. That's going to be the least of it. It's going to be a bloodbath for the country. That'll be the least of it.
So he's not in defense, and not a fan of Trump. Not gonna vote for him. I'm just go ahead and lay it on out there. Anybody I know, we got this America, right? I could tell you whatever the fuck I want to tell you. No, I'm not voting for this dude. Okay, he's not the most well-spoken guy. And he doesn't have his thoughts together. And so I do believe, like in that instance, what he meant is about businesses. And what he says, Trump is your granddaddy. Unfiltered. He's unfiltered now. But I don't think he means a lot of what he says. And he just don't know that you're saying things you ain't supposed to say in public, baby. You could think it. You ain't supposed to say it in public. I mean, we all seem to just overlook that Ronald Reagan called us niggas. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Now they always talking about how great Ronald Reagan was, but when when the tapes came out, he called us niggas.
Well, hold on.
But Donald Trump need to understand, bro, there's some things you just don't need to say. If you plan on winning an election, there's some things you don't need to say.
Like make America great again. Let me ask you a question. When was America ever great for a black person?
The 90s. Let me be factual. I love the 90s. The 90s were awesome.
Because gas
was cheap. Money was plentiful. Oh, jobs? What jobs? In the 90s, you could tell your job kiss your ass and you'd be working the next day.
That's right.
Huh? It's like we had better control in the 90s. And why did we have better control? To be honest, I hate to say it. Wash my mouth out with soap. All the conservative work that the Reagan administration did in his term and George Bush did, it really was the reason why we had a good 90s. Mm-hmm. It was. It wasn't because of Clinton. Because, like I tell people, Clinton and the Congress, Republican and Democrat, sold our ass down the river in the 90s. Allowing businesses to go outside of America for cheap labor. They did, and it ruined. What happened? Textiles did what? Leave.
Yeah.
Textiles left America in droves. Steel. Look at the people in West Virginia, Pennsylvania, in the Rust Belt. They doing bad. We think bad. Black people doing bad. Y'all go up there in that Rust Belt. It is terrible, y'all. Why? Mining is gone. Who shut down mining? Democrats shut the mining down. Democrats shut mining down. Steel gone. Why is steel gone? Democrats is the reason why steel is gone. They gave companies, we always say he looking out for the rich people. He is looking out for the rich man, but he does say something that hits home with me. If you want to operate, if you want to sell to the American people, you must make in America. I'm with it. But it's bigger. It's the world operates on a bigger stage than his little mind can fathom. We look at, I always hear people say he's a businessman. No, he's not. No, he's not. Because government shouldn't be involved in business. Government should regulate to protect the consumers and to protect the investors from fraud. But America should not be out here telling businesses how to run, companies how to run their business.
Yeah, like putting Elon Musk on the campaign.
Yeah, that's I can't tell. I don't know if y'all Marvel fans. I can't tell if sometimes he reminds me of Dr. Doom. I think he's Dr. Doom. Mm-hmm. He ain't Tony Stark. He Dr. Doom. There's something wrong with that guy.
Oh yeah, I told my wife, he act like a billionaire. That's a child. He act like he got a child mind.
No, he himself. People think like he made this. He making this stuff. He ain't made shit. He didn't make Tesla. Tesla was already existing. He just came in and made it better.
Mm-hmm.
He got more production out of the people. He helped them with the ideas that they came up with the cars, but he didn't create the car. Now he poured his money and stuff into the business. If you want to know somebody who created something raw, Jeff Bezos created something raw. He built his from nothing. Of course, he come from a little bit of money. He come from money. I ain't gonna say like he don't come from money, but he built something, and he built Amazon from his garage, and that's a fact. Elon stepped into a company that already existed. The product was already there. And what he's done to help them, he's done a lot. But, should we be taking his advice? I'm going to say no. I don't trust him.
Me either.
Yeah, I don't trust him. And we talk about China, and, like he said, the reason why China has such a big footprint right now is because isolationism can't be the answer for the America we've the people worked to build. We can't isolate ourselves from the world and say we only America first, America only. We can't do that because it's a world stage. And we need to operate. We need to operate like we are the greatest country in the world. And right now, with him in power, we're not going to operate like we're the greatest country in the world.
And we also, as Americans, of this great land, we got to realize one thing: stop thinking under Trump administration things was much better. If you know anything about politics, Trump lived off the stuff that Obama did. So therefore, yeah, it looks like Trump was doing good because he just happened to land in office after Obama 8 years. You see what I'm saying? Now, yeah. Trump is gone. The stuff that we're going through now is what Trump put in place.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And then if you get the president again, things are working out, crime is down, employment is up, he'll fall right back in and they'll say, well, dog, Trump did it again. You see what I'm saying? So people think because Trump is in office, when he was in office, things were great. No, Trump was living off of somebody else's dime. You know what I'm saying? So, and one thing he made a sticker to me. He said the reason why he became a Republican, because you can tell him anything and they'll believe you.
That's right. That's right. He did say that. You're right. You're right. Because Trump had been a Democrat ever since I was a young teen, kid. Trump had always been a Democrat.
Yep.
Yeah,
always been a Democrat. And then, like you said, you're right. They believe everything he says.
Yeah,
they believe the dumbest shit that he comes out his mouth.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Now and I hate to say, people kill me, especially my people. They kill me, saying Donald Trump, he gave us that money. Trump did not give us that money, and in fact, I believe we went through hyperinflation because the government had no business giving everybody access to that kind of money.
That's right.
The Congress, again, the Democrats did that to us. Y'all do know that, right?
Oh yeah.
I hope anybody listening to me, the stimulus check, the SBA loan program, the Democrats did that, and that's why we have that's why we went through hyperinflation. That's why you can't afford a house right now. Not everybody deserves access. My thing was, if you did not file a business tax,
you shouldn't got that.
You shouldn't have got no money.
Mm-hmm.
If you didn't have business taxes, you shouldn't have got that money. And all us know, a lot of people who got that money ain't got a damn business.
And also, everybody got that money can't tell you where they spend it at.
Can't tell you where they spend it at.
But
So, but he was against. He was against it.
Cat rat though when they got.
But he was against it, and they forced him. He was against it, but the Democratic Congress and his staff, his cabinet, basically shoehorned him into signing that bill. He should have stuck to his guns, and we wouldn't have housing prices like we do right now.
Mm-hmm.
We wouldn't have these problems because everybody didn't deserve that money.
No, because it ain't fair for you as a business owner and a person that's walking down the street to get money.
Yeah, $25,000. You getting $25,000. You just created a business, an idea out of thin air. No skill, no nothing. You ain't even got a damn tax paper, and you got some of that money. And that unemployment.
We talking about the PPP loan.
Yeah. And that thing with the unemployed, if you got unemployment, boy, you know how many independent contractors I know basically robbed that system?
Yep.
Independent contractor, you can't check an independent contractor.
No, you sure can't.
Yeah, we work on the honor system. So these guys, these people were out here going to work, continuing their independent contract bill and getting an unemployment check.
Yep.
Now it's not to say it's gonna come back on them. You motherfuckers got that thing. Excuse my language. You think that the IRS will let that go? You got enough. I done been with the IRS, bro. They gonna get you.
Oh yeah.
IRS is coming. I don't care how you look at it. They coming. Not today. Not tomorrow.
I'm gonna tell you like this here. I ain't got much on my income tax. And 400 of that money went back on a bill I had back 4 years ago.
Yeah.
That I forgot all about. Shit, I forgot that money, cuz.
Hey, boy, hey, government money is money that you do better to go and take money from a bank than to mess with the government money.
Your IRS refund check is contingent on if you not owe nobody. If you owe somebody,
they getting all that.
You ain't getting that because they gonna pay them bills.
So
they're gonna send this light little letter saying this is where your money went.
So right now we're telling y'all got your mind set on that little $2,500 you can put down on that car that you know you ain't gonna pay for it in the 6 months. You might as well forget about it if you owe them people some money. They gonna get that money.
It's sad how we have grown up in a culture where we've always known people to get to. That's what they live for, financially live for, is a refund check from the federal government.
You know, we always looking for some free money. So
not me.
The other day, I was online looking at just this week. Unclaimed, what they call it? What it's called, Tony? When the people owe you
unclaimed wages.
Unclaimed property.
Unclaimed properties. South Carolina unclaimed property. Yeah.
I searched that website the other day looking to see if my name just happened to prop update. Knowing I ain't got no unclaimed, but you looking for that handout. Shoot. So it's crazy. It is crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a
You know-
question. I got a question. Maybe y'all can answer this question for me.
Who that?
In order to be a high school football coach, or in a lot of districts, in order to do anything in the school system, you got to go to college and you got to have a degree, right? And
Yeah.
I asked folks from the administrative part.
Uh-huh.
I can go to the high school, I can go to the district, and I can take 2 courses, a 2-day course, get certified, pass a background check, and you can set me in a classroom for a whole entire year as a sub teacher. And I ain't went to class but 2 days. How does that equal out? How does that equal out to a person that's got a 4-year degree versus I don't have anything, but I can just go, if my credit is good, my background check is good, and I got good reference, I can go sit in a classroom and reap the benefits of being in there all year.
I'm gonna tell you something, Stacey.
You're not gonna get go ahead.
Listen, the money that you make at a public school is double or triple in the private school ranks.
That's what I'm saying. You can still be a sub, man.
No, what he's saying, Demon, you missing what he's saying.
But you know, it's my daughter is a sub at a local school here. I'm not gonna say the school. And their Spanish teacher left, and they offered her the job, and she ain't had no degree. It's not what you know, it's who you know.
That's the whole point I'm trying to tell you.
It's not what you know. It's been not what you know. It's been always who you know.
But if you have the degree, you can gain tenure. Without the degree, you can't get tenure. So you're making significantly less money as from what I know. You're making significantly less money without a degree versus having a degree in the field you teach in, or any kind of bachelor's degree to teach. So it's not cut and dry.
But you
can go teach, but are you going to get tenured, and are you going to reap the same benefits? It's not.
But what is teaching now? They got computers in class. The kids got cell phones. If a teacher give them a quiz or give them an answer, they're looking answers up. So what is teaching?
I told my little cousin earlier today, it's a tragedy because he came home with a D. I told him, you got to be stupid to come home with a D in this day and age. There's no way. Because if I don't understand what the teacher, if I don't understand what the competencies are that the teacher is teaching, I can go find somebody online that will teach it to me at a level that I can understand. When y'all know, the three of us, we ain't had no shit like that. Either you got it, or you got left behind. You got left behind. Huh? There is, in today's society, these kids don't what they don't know. Bro, there's no excuse. Like you said, he was here. They had school Friday. They had online school Friday.
It was an asynchronous day.
Huh?
It was an asynchronous day.
So they were.
What the hell is that?
So and so like
that's when you stay home with your Chromebook and you do all your work home. It's like
you say all your work. When I look at his work, I'm like, I know he's only 12 years old, and I'm not saying he need to be writing a report, bro. He was done at 11 o'clock, bro. He had a paragraph to read and do a reading response to it, and then it's a group reading response.
It's a group thing, yeah.
Yeah. So, and then he had a little math work to do. Math is math. Don't matter if it's in the classroom or on the computer, it's still math. He had a Spanish assignment where he had to make a poster, and they gave him all the elements for the poster right on the screen. He made the poster. He got 100. I said, y'all got to be kidding me.
They
Y'all
dumbed
got
it
to
down
be.
to education.
They have dumbed it down to. Oh my God, it's crazy now, man.
They're dumbing it down
You
to
know,
education.
I can remember when I was in middle school, man. You know what our assignment was? We had to write the times table a certain amount of time in our own handwriting. You had to write it like 2-3 times, 1 through 12, 2-3 times. Boy, if you didn't bring it to school, your ass had to go in that hallway.
Yeah.
And then when you got done, what they did with the stations?
Oh man.
They take it, tear it up, throw it in the trash,
Yes, sir.
and give you a 0.
Yes, sir. Whatever happened to top bun, lettuce, tomatoes, the meat, and then the bottom bun in a paragraph?
That don't exist anymore.
That's what I'm saying. You used to have to make a whole entire sandwich with a paragraph. Now,
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And you had to write out the instruction. And then some teachers went as far as when you got to school, you had to do yours and make your sandwich exactly how your paper was.
that's right.
That's right.
It was how to make a peanut butter jelly sandwich.
Mhm.
And you had to go by your instruction. And some people didn't have bread.
Oh, you couldn't be missing a piece now.
Some
no.
people didn't have a knife to spread. They had to use their hand. Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Ain't no more taking no books home on the book sack no more.
Oh no.
None
But
of
you
that.
got the world at your fingertips that we never had.
Yeah.
And we never had that. We never had that. If we'd have had that, well, I guess it's easy to say now that I wish to still be, the hard way I learned, but to also have this resource. I look back, I love the way that I learned because I think it gave me a great work ethic. But I wish I had these resources.
Oh yeah.
We had to go to the library. We had to sit up all night reading through books, finding references and stuff. There was no YouTube video to look at. Hell, and we damn sure couldn't afford computers computers were around when we came through school. But Richland, I know Richland District 1 ain't had shit.
Nope. and as a former athlete, I'm pissed off. I'm gonna tell you why I'm pissed off. Because when I went to school, we had to pass this ACC, ACT, or the SAT. Kids nowadays to go to college, they don't have to have that.
Yeah.
So as a former athlete, that pissed me off because you out here making us take a test that we'll never see the stuff that y'all got again, and it determine whether you went to college or not.
Well, sad thing about me is now you remember Demon. You remember when we came through when you got in the 10th grade? That's when they first said that you had to pass the BSAP to graduate. You did. Yeah. And so I passed the exit exam, took it one time, passed it. Didn't have to go back. I had my peers. I had multiple peers, a lot of peers that had to retake it all the way up until they was in their, senior year. But I was not even offered the SAT.
You had to pass. It was math, reading, and writing. Every year I passed one part. And the writing part, I was never a good writer. I can write, but I had a problem with staying on task. But so I had to take a writing class just to pass that. You know how many butt cuts this lady around here gave me for not passing that exit exam?
But Demon, a lot of that could have been like we diagnose these young kids now. We had them same problems. I know I had some form of dyslexia. I know I had some form of ADHD. I know I had a form of it. I could never stay on task. I could sit there. Math, I never had a problem staying on task with. But any other subject, writing, I never really had a big problem with.
You know the only difference between then and now?
Yeah.
If we had problems,
they had an exorcism for us.
The person down the street could cut your butt. Then you go home and get another butt cutting. Nowadays, the same problem you said that these kids had that we had, they don't hold them accountable.
They're not held accountable.
Yeah.
So we had to work through whatever learning disability we thought we had.
Yep.
We had to work through it. Because it's not that I had the same book as the other guy, as the person sitting next to me. I would do the work in class, but it was hard to stay on task. It just was. And you know, we didn't have Adderall, Ritalin, shit like that to take. We had ass whipping.
Yeah, ass whipping. But you know, our bigger problem was back then was that good old skirt.
Oh yeah. But you know, that wasn't a bad thing.
It wasn't bad. It was a great thing.
It was a great thing. You know, love for somebody else, or to be affectionate with another person of the opposite sex. That was a driving force for us.
Yeah.
That's why we worked our ass off to get them nice clothes.
So we can go to the mall. So we go to the mall 10 o'clock in the morning and stay there till it closed.
Damn right. Right. Sir. We worked our ass. We went and cut yards. We went and you know, took out trash for people and helped the elderly and do what we could do. Work at a McDonald's or you know, we did work at the grocery store. We did those things because we wanted that affection from that girl.
Yes, sir.
No, you wanted to go to the electric warehouse. That's where you wanted to go.
Demon, you were a trouble. You were a trouble to me. But you know what? Thank God. But hey, and then you know, Demon was the only one who had a car. I didn't even know what a car was, man. My mom totally blind, and yeah, my stepfather owned a car, but I didn't know that I could own a car. I didn't know I'd be able to drive. Boy, Demon come around, only friend of ours who got a car. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Boy, you know how many times that boy got a phone tossed at my head? Boy, mama, boy, you know how many times? Boy, oh my God.
But look at you now, but look at you now, Mr. Tony. You doing a job that only select people can do, being an electrician.
Well, yeah. I found my calling. You know, I found my calling,
so that's one thing about that. You struggle to come up, and you did it with what we thought was the right way, and it paid off in the end. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So it did. It's a rough road, and that's why I'm so hard on my little cousin, you know, who's in middle school. I'm hard on him because he don't understand. I guess, you know, it's too easy for him, and he has no excuse. We had excuses.
Yep.
We had, y'all know we came up through the crack epidemic.
Yep.
How bad was that?
You know, I often tell the kids when I played football, kids, because you know I coach also. So kids got an excuse why they can't come to practice. I said when we played football, if we didn't have a ride, guess what we did? We got out and walk.
That's right.
Somebody will pick us up. Now kids nowadays, if you come like we had kids on the practice field the other day, they come to practice, but you don't want to practice. You tell us you left your equipment home. The commitment ain't there.
You don't want to play football.
That's what I tell them.
You don't want to play. You wasting your time.
Yep.
You're wasting your time and mine.
No, you wasting. I'm worried about them wasting their time. But you know what? Now, Stacy, you know, back in the day, you was supposed to make them walk and go get it.
Oh yeah.
Huh? But see, we were allowed to walk by ourselves back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, our parents trusted. We had a little more common sense coming up.
Yeah.
Oh, I know for a fact. I know for a fact. What they call us, Generation X. Oh, I know for a fact we had more common sense than any of these mugs today. We had more common sense because hey, stranger danger my ass. You better get the hell away from me.
Yep. Because back then when Mama tell us to go to the store, we went to the store and came back home.
That's right.
Nowadays,
Right
kids, you
back.
tell them to go to the store now. They're going by Henry House, Joe House, Teresa House, and they go to Columbia and they come back to the store. And
Well,
then,
is it because they've allowed government to have too much say so in the home?
oh yeah. Once they took paddling out of schools, that killed everything.
Yeah, because especially our people. You're not gonna be touching my child. Well,
I got a story for
motherfucker,
you.
somebody need to touch your child because
I got-
you
I got
ain't
a
doing
story
it.
for y'all.
Huh?
So my elementary school principal is a bowler. I never knew this guy was a bowler. I was invited to go bowl on this Monday morning league. And back in the day, when you got paddle, you had to sign your name on that paddle in elementary school. You had to write your name on that paddle. So
Yeah.
that was a part of you from now on in. So I went to the bowling alley, and when people put the fear of God in you, you remember who they is. So I saw Matthew Cannon, rest in peace, he dead now. I saw him, and I said, Mr. Cannon, how you doing, sir? He said, is that Clyde? I said, yes, sir, that's me. He said, Bo, you better not be out here showing out because I still got something with your name on it. He said, do I need to go get it? I said, no. I reverted back to being elementary. I said, no, I'm good.
But no administrator in school ever beat you out of malice. We weren't hit out of malice. We were hit to be taught. We did something and we suffered consequences. Nobody, I don't know why. I don't know where this thing became that people decided, oh, you hit my child out of malice. No, nobody's hitting your child. Nobody wants to hit your child. They didn't want us in the office.
No.
But we just wound up there. Yeah.
What you in here for now?
Yeah. They didn't want to see us in there. They wanted to see us achieve and do great things. That's what it meant, because people cared back then. You can't change it now because we too far gone. So I don't know what's going to happen future-wise. I don't know. I wish young people would see how much danger they're in right now. They are in a lot of danger. They're in a lot of danger. Danger.
Fellas, it is that time. We are over an hour. We got to get ready to go. Stacey just jumped out. We got to go. I think Stacey had a flashback of getting paddling when he was a child just now. It's 8:45, and we got to go.
Hey, I had fun.
Final thoughts, man. Go ahead. On you, Tony.
So, Clyde, happy birthday again. And I know I missed out again. Shout out to One Way Electrical, Levi, Carlton, and my brothers, Isaiah, Billy, Zach, everybody who makes One Way Electrical operate. I just want to tell them thank you and shout out to them and to everybody who's listening. We do our best. And I'm not trying to sell you anything else but the electrical work, and appreciate everybody who's involved in my life, friends, family, and also prayers. If y'all would say a prayer for me and my family, as we've lost a family member of ours in Charleston. We're headed to go down to the funeral this Tuesday, so definitely would like to feel the prayers because my family needs it right now. And but tonight I had a good time. I love having these conversations with my peers. And so again, Tony Waymires, One Way Electrical. See y'all in 2 weeks.
No,
you gonna be back on next week?
We going live from Vegas.
Oh, nice. I hope you sit out there by the fountain and do this.
I think we're gonna do a Saturday. I think we're gonna do a Saturday live remote from a restaurant. We're gonna do Saturday. I'll let you know.
Oh, don't do it Saturday. I won't be in town Saturday. But okay, no, do it Saturday. I'll be at a party. I'm gonna bring everybody in.
Saturday night. We do Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday night. I'm gonna bring everybody in. I'll be at a party. So
yeah. And then,
yeah.
So I'll hit you up this week and let you know. We just trying to get the final okay from the restaurant. If they say yeah, we're gonna do it. Or
cool.
back on our regular time on Sunday. So just keep a look on the page and we'll let you know. But I'll call you, Tony, and let you know. But I'd like to thank everybody for coming out that came out Friday night to my
good time. Had a good time.
birthday extravaganza. All the October babies, I love y'all that was there. I love y'all. Shaquem, that's his name. Shaquem. Happy birthday, man. It's 8 years old. His name is Shaquem. Happy birthday. Nice meeting y'all out there. Now to the podcast. We thank everybody for tuning in to the podcast for this week. Remember, we do this every week, man. We do this, and it's Barbershop Talk. As you see, we had Stacy came in. Stacy came in. Coach Ace came. Well, Tony came in. You know, anybody can come in at any time. You got something you want to say? You got something you want to get off your chest? Or if you want to just chime in on the topic we're talking about, you just come on in. We'll send you the link. Just say, add me, and we'll put you in. We got room for everybody. So come on in. But until then, it's 3 days for my birthday. 4 days before I go on vacation. But I'm still going to be working while I'm on vacation. But all right, well, we'll see y'all next week. Peace.